Hi, I'm Ms. Shoemaker, and today is day 48 of my doing 100 days of YouTube videos and focusing on doing at least 2 things every day that I don't want to do, but I know would be good for me. So yay, I made it to day 48 and only 52 days left to go. So yay. So apparently yesterday I talked too long. I knew it was going to be a long video and I talked too long, and my phone did this thing where it splits the video, which is kind of dumb because if I play it on my camera, it will play through both videos. And sometimes when I upload it to YouTube, it will upload both of them, and sometimes it only uploads one. So yesterday's video got cut off with like 3 minutes left in the video. So today I kind of figured that out and I uploaded part 2 of day 47. So anybody that wants to see the end of that, it's already been uploaded. So it will finish my thoughts. I'm just I know how to do it. I just have to go onto my laptop, so it's easier once I post it on YouTube to like go onto my laptop and edit the two together. I just haven't done it because I just don't want to. And at some point, I think when I go back and at some point in my imagination, I will go back and edit my videos. It was nice when my friend was doing it for me, but that's probably one of the things I don't want to do that I will probably end up doing, because I keep thinking I should do 100 days of editing, so I should learn how to edit my videos and edit them. And it's probably not something I will make a video about every day, but I will probably have to watch myself in my videos. And I watched myself a little bit today so I could see where my video cut off and where my video started. So it wasn't as horrible to watch myself as I thought it was going to be. So that might be something that God is helping me to get prepared to do, to start editing my videos, to increase the amount of people that are watching my videos. But I'm excited for the number of people that have been watching my videos. So that's been good. I've got some that have really exploded and some not so much. And so it's just kind of interesting. And I kind of want to go back and watch and see, I'm like, what is so interesting about this video that everybody's watching it? What did I do so I could do it again? I don't know. Anyway, so today, doing things I did not want to do. One was watching myself on the video to see where it ended and see if it actually completed the whole video from yesterday, which I did. Another thing is I did not want to do was have to call a bunch of pharmacies, and I only called 3 or 4 pharmacies today. I actually called 3 on my lunch break today. I only talked to 2. And one of them said that lunch was an hour later, and then they said that everyone's at lunch, so I couldn't talk to anybody on the phone, which is annoying. And then I came home and I called a different pharmacy, same chain, I think, for one of them, but, and basically just looking for my ADHD medication, and I don't have the dosage that the doctor prescribed, and I don't want to keep calling, like I know there's a bunch of pharmacies, but there's only like a couple distributors, and they just seems to be out everywhere, but they do have a different dose, the higher dose that I was taking before that I know works. It's just too intense. So I'm going to have to talk to my doctor about maybe just getting the higher dose and just cutting it in half and maybe taking it twice a day to see if that makes it so it's not so intense, but that it still kind of has the same effect to help me to focus a little bit. But I can't find the higher dose that will cut in half to the lower dose that I can't find either. So it's just complicated. So basically there's an 18 milligram, there's a 27 milligram, and there's 36 milligram. So if I get 36 and cut it in half, it's the 18. So it's the same. And I can just do 18. But I can't find the 18 and I can't find the 36, but I can find the 27. But the 27 and a half helps a little bit, but it doesn't help all the way. So I'm trying to figure out if I do it twice a day, if it will help without having as severe side effects by splitting it up throughout the day, and without being so intense that that it's so too drastic of a change for me to handle, like it was when I took it. Just taking 27, I'm like, I focus really well, and I can't multitask. I can't do any of those things. I'm just one thing at a time and back and forth, and I'm like, it's great, but it's such a drastic change, and it's like, I'm not sure how to do this. Like, it's just super uncomfortable because it's so drastically different than what I'm used to. And I'm like, how do people do this? Like, not have multiple things in their head going, and I don't know how to do that. So I do like that it felt like it had an off switch for my brain and that I could shut down and I could go to bed. But I don't like that it was a lot harder to push through to do, like, stay up later and do stuff that I wanted to do, because it was like, nope, we're done. And I was like, no, I'm not. I've got all these other things to do. And it's like, nope, we're done. I was like, okay, we're done. So I kind of felt like the medication took over and I got a lot of things done, but it also had like an off switch and we're done and not moving forward. So it was kind of just, I didn't give it enough time to get used to it because it's so drastically different. So I wanted a lower dose to try to adjust to the medication. So I'm either going to have to take it at a lower dose and see if it builds up over time and it helps, or if I can just cut it in half and take it twice a day instead of once a day to see if that works. I don't know. It's a game of trying to figure out which dosage and which medication actually works, and trying to find out which pharmacy actually has the medication, because everything is back ordered and on shortage right now for whatever unknown reasons. So I didn't want to have to deal with all of that today, but I just saw the doctor last Thursday, and he ordered the medication, and I already scheduled an appointment to see him again in a month. And I want to make sure that when I go back to see him that I've been taking the medication and I actually have something to report. So I have to find the medication. So I either have to call a bunch more pharmacies tomorrow, or I have to try to see if we can do something different with the ones that I can find. So it's just kind of frustrating and not really what I want to do, but I did it anyway because, that's what I had to do today. And I did some dishes today, and I did not turn on the TV, and I did not play games on my phone all day, which is amazing for me. So I think the medication is working, because I do have some leftover medication that when I took the 27 milligrams before and I cut them in half, but I just never finished them. So I actually did take one half this morning before work, and I did take one half this afternoon after work. So I think that it is helping, because it's helping me to not, I did spend like 45 minutes watching videos on Facebook, which was not the best. But I also did go onto my laptop to check on my song, because the last time I looked at it, I thought it's been past 5 days for the review. Why isn't it going out? And I haven't got any emails. So I logged out and logged back in today. And when I logged back in today, it actually had been delivered, and it's just waiting for the launch date. And I actually have a link now to pre-save the song, so when it comes out on the 31st, people can already have it pre-saved to listen to it. So I'm excited about that, and I sent the link to my friend that sang the song for me, and then so she could send it to her friends and to whoever else, or post it wherever else, because I don't think I'm friends with her on Facebook. I don't know if she's on Facebook. And I have a Twitter account. I should probably put it on my Twitter. I totally forgot about that. I don't really use Twitter very much, so it's not really a whole lot of anything on that. But anyway, so I put it on Twitter. I didn't put it on Twitter. I should probably put it on Twitter. There we go. I put it on Facebook, and I put it on my Midge Shoemaker Facebook page, and I put it on my Ward Facebook page as well. So I'm just sharing it with everybody. But it doesn't actually come out. It's not released until the 31st of March. So it's just kind of a heads up that it's going to be released if anybody's interested. And this is kind of a link to it. So I don't know if anybody's actually going to link to it, watch it, listen to it, or anything else like that. But I'm putting it out there, and I'm excited. And I tagged my sister in it on Facebook because she wrote the music. And this way, I could have sent her a text with a link too, but I just tagged her on Facebook so she has it and she can share it with whoever she wants to. I did tell people to share it. I don't know if I made it public or not on my Facebook page. I usually don't do that. I did it on my Facebook page, just not on my actual Facebook. I don't know if that makes any sense. But anyway, I have a Facebook page for Midge Shoemaker, which I do have public. And then I have my own private Facebook with all of my friends with my real name that is not public. So but I put it on both of those places. Anyway, so I'm excited that will be launching on the 31st, and then I finally figured that out and it's working. So yay. And then, I did email back the person that wants to edit my book. Cause I'm just curious. I asked some people, I had some questions, and I just thought, instead of wondering, I will just send her an email. I didn't really want to respond to her until I'd made a decision, but then I thought, I need some information before I make a decision. So I did that as well. I sent her a message and said, hey, just curious, this is my first book, so I'm just curious how this process works. And so she mentioned that she has a smaller publishing company, but she kind of went through the process in an email that I got to read tonight. So I was like, okay, I think that's a doable thing. And basically it is similar to larger publishing companies, that unless you're a big known name, which I'm obviously not, and people are like huge fans of my books, which this is going to be the first book I'm going to publish, so obviously not a well-known author. I am responsible for my own promoting of my book. She did say that she would promote it to some places when there's certain sales throughout the year, and she'll do like a 1-year anniversary or whatever of the book being published and things like that. But for the most part, the promotion is up to me, but she will do some additional edits. So it's like I can write the book and do all of the editing. Like I'll do the edits based off what she did already. And then once I'm done going through that, I can, if I choose to do that, I'll send it back to her. And I guess she sends it to like 3 other people to edit it and then back to me. So it's kind of a back and forth thing for a little bit until everybody's satisfied with all of the edits. And then they have like one final person that goes through and does the edits, the last edits, but they catch mostly just the grammar and punctuation stuff. So it's not like major changes to it. And then if I have pictures that I want, which I do have a friend that's doing my book cover for me, that I can use that picture for the book cover. Otherwise, she will provide a book cover and do all the formatting and do the launching and getting the ISB number and all of that stuff. So the one question she didn't mention, and I forgot to ask her, I will need to ask her, is if she keeps the copyright for the book because she published it, or if I get to have the copyright to my book because I kind of want the copyright to my book. I want the rights to my book, basically. But usually when you go through a publishing company, they have the rights to your book, so they can sell it to whomever and do whatever. So I'm not really entirely sure how that works with her doing it. But she does all of that without charging me, and then she just takes a percentage of the sales, and then I get the rest of it. And she's not even taking that big of a chunk, which is really nice. So I'm kind of like, this is like maybe a better way than self-publishing, because I can do all of the self-publishing part that I either have to learn how to do myself or get people to help me, like show me how to do it myself, and then I could do what she's doing, basically, or kind of like reinventing the wheel or getting other people to show me how to do it, or I can just use somebody that already knows what they're doing and they're offering to do it for me. And it's not going to cost me anything for it. So basically I can go through all the edits she just gave me, and instead of paying her to re-edit my book, I can just be like, okay, you can publish it. And then she will go through all of the edits and it won't cost me anything. So I might just do that because it'll save me a little bit of money on the front end. And yeah, she'll recoup the money when with the book sales. So I'm excited about that. I just feel good that somebody actually wants to publish my book, and it's giving me motivation to work on my book. So I did get myself to do another 2 chapters tonight, and I was hoping to get through it this week. But I thought my book was only 18 chapters, and apparently it's 22. So, and I'm limiting myself to 2 chapters a night during the week because I work and I have to get up early, and I'm a slow reader, and I'm just rereading everything as I go, because rereading it, it's kind of, I can catch some other things for myself and decide if I want to change some things, which I have done, just minor things, nothing big or major. But I am grateful for that. And I don't really like going back through and rereading and having to edit and rewrite my story, because I'm like, I wrote it, I'm done. And it's like, no, now you have to do it again. And I've rewritten this one like 3 or 4 times, maybe more. And so I'm kind of like, but I haven't looked at it in probably several months anyway. It has been several months since I've looked at it. So I do need to go back through it. And the last time I went back through it, I did it like in a weekend. So I'm like, I should be able to do it in a weekend. And I keep telling myself that, and I didn't do it this past weekend. So I'm trying to just break it down in little chunks and just 2 chapters a day this week. And then maybe I could do 6 or 7 chapters on Friday and 6 and 7 chapters on Saturday. And then I should be able to like finish it this weekend and have a decision for next week. I'm hoping, assuming I do that. And then of course I did not want to make 3 weeks worth of weekly videos that I haven't done today. So I kind of did what I did with yesterday's video, and I combined 3 weeks into one for my weekly video for this past week, but I at least made it. So I'm like, yay. And I wanted to be in bed by 9 o'clock, and it's probably already 10 o'clock, and I still have to write in my journal. So I'm going to be up later than I want to be today, which is not fun. I did not want to exercise this morning either, but after I read my scriptures and meditationals, I was kind of like, okay, fine, I'll exercise this morning. And I did, which is good. I know I need to exercise. Those are good things for me to be doing. So I am doing things I don't really want to do, but it's good for me. And of course, I did not want to be at work at 6:40 this morning because that's just ridiculously early. But I still went to work this morning, and I survived work. So I feel like I did a lot of things today I didn't want to do, but I feel like things are working and going and moving in a positive direction, and that God is just helping me, and He's just opening doors for me and just making everything seem possible. So in spite my brain telling me I have a gazillion things to do, and even though I don't actually have a gazillion things to do, sometimes I feel like I do, and I get overwhelmed and I'm just like, I can't do it, and I just shut down. But God is showing me that I can do it, and that I can break it down into little things, and that it is doable, and that I need getting the help, the necessary help that I need. And I'm really grateful for that. So there are still things that I have to ask for help for, and that I have to do, and some things that I have to try and experiment and see if it works or not works. And that's hard for me to do. But it's an opportunity for me to learn and for me to grow and to find the positive in all of these things, and to see that my efforts are actually paying off, and that because I chose to set the goal to publish my book this year and to follow through on it, and to, pay somebody to edit my book because I'm determined to publish my book, it's working, and God is opening those doors. And so I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be published when I want it to be published, because I was hoping to publish it by April 21st. That was my goal, and at the latest, like my birthday in May. But if I go through the publishing company, and depending on how long it takes me to go through the edits, like it took her a week to edit it. If it takes me a week to go through it, I don't know how long that's all going to take to put it together, and how long it's going to take to launch it, and how long, I don't know how all of that works. So, and I can't be too indecisive about it, because either she's going to do it for me or I'm going to do it for me. So I'm going to have to bug my friend, which I don't want to do, about the book cover. And she did send me a picture that I can use. I do want some changes to it, so I don't know if this person can make some changes to it. Like kind of finish up, fine tune what my friend sent me, or if my friend will fine tune it and send it back to me. So I'm going to have to ask my friend about that. But I do love the picture that she sent me. It's amazing for my book cover, and I can't wait to use it. But anyway, that's what I have for right now. And I'm very excited and very grateful for that. And so I'm very grateful for all the little things that I was able to get done today. And it kind of makes me think that maybe my medication is working, split in half. So I still feel like I can think about other things and do other things. I don't feel limited to just one thing at a time. It's not super intense. So it's doable, but it does help me to focus and get things done, and to not turn on my TV at night, and to not spend all my day playing games on my phone. And so I'm very grateful for that. And that's all I have for today. So if you like these videos, you can hit like, subscribe, share with someone else if you think they'll like it too. And I hope you have a great day full of gratitude, and maybe find one or two things you don't want to do. Maybe find one or two things to do that you don't want to do, but you know would be good for you.